now, and I'm gonna do show you guys what a protein structure is. So first off, what makes up a protein or a polypeptide chain is an amino acid. So on an amino acid, there's four main parts to it. So first you have the amine group, and that's always going to start reading left to right. So the amine group will always be on the left. Then you're going to have an alpha carbon, and then going to your right, you're going to have a carboxyl group. Those three things are going to be the same for every single amino acid. The fourth part, which is what is going to determine what amino acid is what, is the R group. And this is different for all of the amino acids, and they can be polar, nonpolar, charged, or special. So next we're going to scroll down and look at what happens when we put two amino acids together. So as you can see, we have our amine group, alpha carbon, carboxyl end, and here is an R group. So if we put two amino acids together, the carboxyl group and the amine group from each of the two amino acids are what's going to combine. And what's going to come out is water. You're going to take away two hydrogens from the amine group and an oxygen from the carboxyl group to create water. This is also called a condensation reaction. So now here you can see we have created a peptide bond here, and we combined the two amino acids together. So a couple important things about the peptide bond. First of all, there's going to be a partial double bond between the carbon and the nitrogen, and this is going to create, the partial double bond comes because of resonance, and this is going to create kind of a planar area, and so there'll be a restricted rotation. So the way that peptide chains are able to rotate are through the phi and psi bonds, or phi and psi angles, which are the bonds that are next to the polypeptide chain. So the phi angle is from the nitrogen to the alpha carbon, and the psi angle is going to be from the carbon in the polypeptide chain to the alpha carbon. So now that we know all the parts, this is what happens when we can combine multiple polypeptides together, or multiple amino acids together. Here we have three amino acids, so that means we have two peptide bonds, combining the three amino acids. On these amino acids, we've got our amine groups, which I will mark in blue. One amine group, this amine group, which is now a part of a peptide bond, and the third. Next, we have our carboxyl groups. Here's 1, 2, and 3. And then our alpha carbons on each. Alpha carbon, alpha carbon, alpha carbon. And then our R groups. Make R groups yellow again. So these two R groups here are the same, so that means both of these amino acids are alanine, and then this last one, R group right here, is valine. And so each of these amino acids are nonpolar groups, so this means that there's no polar parts or anything like that. So it's probably going to be a part of an alpha helix. And that's all I have. Thank you for listening.